Yo, what's good, guys? It's Austin here, or Luna. So today's story time is a very crazy one in my opinion, and I don't say that lightly with this one. This one is very ridiculous. I think you will enjoy it. Leave a like on the video if you do, and let's jump right into it. So today's story time all takes place in 2017. Now, 2017 was just a year of unbelievable bullshit, gotta say. It was just an insane year, and this is probably one of the most insane things that happened that year. So in 2017, I was dating this girl at the time, and me and her had been dating for about 2 months, right? Normal relationship so far, nothing really out of the ordinary. But I can't lie, 2 months into it, me and her both started to get kind of bored. Like, we just didn't seem into it anymore. We both kind of started to lose interest. At least I thought so. So one day when we were hanging out, I decided to bring it up. I was like, hey, we both seem kind of disconnected. We both kind of seem like not into it anymore. What do you want to do? Because I just didn't know. I didn't know if she wanted to break up, stay together. I kind of wanted to break up because we both just seemed so out of it. And she was like, I don't know. What do you want to do? I was like, well, honestly, I feel like we're not interested in each other as much as we once were. It's only been a couple months, and it seems like we're both kind of just, I don't know, like bored of each other. And she's like, yeah, you're right. I was like, all right, well, I'm glad you agree. So we'll take a break for now. And she goes, yeah, let's take a break. I was like, okay. And it was like the most civil breakup I've ever had. I was like, okay, this is nice for a change. Like every other time I've had a breakup, it's been like a full-blown, rivalry basically. So it was nice to have a civil mutual breakup, right? Sadly, it wasn't so civil. 2 days after me and her had broken up, we hadn't talked at all. I thought everything was all good, and one of my friends hits me up. Now, this friend happened to be a girl. I've been friends with her for years. We are just friends, always have been, still are friends to this day. She hit me up and she wanted to hang out. She wanted to go see a movie together with another friend of hers. And I was like, yeah, for sure. So me and my friend and her friend went to a movie together. And while we were at the movies, she took a Snapchat selfie of me and her together, just literally trying to showcase two friends at a movie, right? So after she posts the selfie, I didn't think much of it, right? So anyway, we watch the movie, we go back to her house, we're hanging out with her friend, and we're just kind of talking to each other. And she asked me, she goes, oh, what's going on with you and your girlfriend? I was like, oh, we actually broke up the other day. She's like, shit, really? I was like, yeah. She goes, do you want me to delete that selfie off my story? Like, she might see it and think we're like dating or something. I was like, wait, you have her on Snapchat? She's like, yeah, I used to be friends with her in school. And I was like, oh, okay. Well, don't worry about deleting the selfie off your story. Like, she knows about you. I've talked about you before to her when we were dating, so no worries. She goes, okay, cool. So I go home a couple hours later, and I'm sitting in my room watching some Netflix, and I get a call on my phone from my ex-girlfriend. And I answer the phone, not expecting anything, and she goes, Austin, are you there? I was like, yeah, I'm here. She goes, why the fuck are you hanging out with someone 2 days after we break up? 2 days? That's all it takes for you to go and start dating somebody else? 2 fucking days? I was like, whoa, what are you talking about? Like, I'm not dating anybody. What do you mean? She goes, that selfie with that fucking girl on her story? You don't think that looks like you're dating? I was like, no, it looks like I took a photo with my friend, a friend that you've heard about many times. She goes, I don't recall you ever talking about her. I was like, I don't know what to tell you. I've mentioned her so many times to you. Like, it's not my fault you didn't listen. And that just royally pissed her off. She immediately hangs up on me and starts going on Twitter and subtweeting me a million times. And I'm like, okay, whatever. Like, she wants to be immature. Fuck it. I don't care. I'm just going to ignore it. So I mute her on Twitter and I go about my day, right? Or my night, that is. So next day comes along and I wake up to about 1 million missed calls. Okay, maybe that's an exaggeration, but there was maybe like 10 missed calls from my ex-girlfriend. And one text message. And all the text read was, fight me, with a period. Just fight me. My ex-girlfriend was asking me to fight her. So naturally, I respond and I say, no. And she responds and goes, why, you a pussy or something? Can't fight me? And I just respond and I'm like, sure, that's the reason. And she goes, why not then? Seriously. I was like, maybe because, one, you are a girl who poses no threat to my well-being and isn't hurting me first, so there's no reason to defend myself. 2, it would just be completely unfair and fucked up. And 3, fuck no, I'm not fighting you. And she goes, fine, be a pussy. And she blocks my number. And at this point, I feel like I'm living in a fucking fever dream. I'm like, okay, first it was a civil breakup. Now she wants to fight me because she thinks I'm dating one of my best friends. Yeah, it was just unbelievable. So I go about my day after this thinking that it's finally over and that I won't hear from her ever again and I can just go about living my life normally. And then, later that day, I get a knock on my door and I look out the window and I see who's standing on my porch. It is my ex-girlfriend's mom. She's standing there looking pissed as fuck, waiting for me to open the door with her arms crossed. And I just knew this whole situation was about to be a complete shit show. So I walk up to the door, I open it real slowly, and before I can even say a word, before I can say hello or what's up or how you doing, she goes, "Austin, what the fuck are you thinking?" I was like, "What are you talking about?" And she goes, "Fighting my daughter? You want to fight my daughter because you guys broke up? What the fuck's wrong with you?" I was like, "What are you talking about?" She hit me up this morning with like 10 missed calls and a text saying, "Fight me." And I told her no. And I literally showed her the message. I pull up on my phone and I show her all the messages. And she goes, "I heard a different story from my daughter." I was like, "Yeah, what'd you hear?" And she goes, "She told me that you guys broke up. Specifically, she broke up with you, and you've been acting crazy ever since. And you told her that you wanted to fight today over it." Austin, that is so unfair and abusive. What is wrong with you? I was like, "Are you fucking kidding me right now? This has to be a prank. You're pranking me right now. Like, this is a troll, right?" And she goes, "I'm not joking, Austin. This is not a joke." And she gets real up in my face. She gets real close. And she goes, "If you want to fight someone, you could fight me right now. Or you could fight my husband. What sounds better to you?" And I'm thinking to myself, there is no way this lady is on my porch right now in my face trying to fight as well. There is no fucking way. So I just step back and I just shut the door in her face and lock it because I was not about to deal with that fucking situation any longer. So I walk back into my room. I look out my bedroom window and I watch her leave to make sure she gets off my property. And I am just dumbfounded, just lost for words. Don't even know what to do next. Like, I'm so confused. So I screenshot all the text messages with me and my ex of her like trying to provoke a fight and just like being toxic. And I forward them to her mom for even more proof that they're, not fake. Even though I already showed her in person, I don't know, I thought that'd be like an extra step to prove that I'm telling the truth. And I never saw her mom again after this. Now, I really wanted to call up my ex and be like, "What the fuck are you thinking? Telling lies, saying that I'm trying to fight you, and telling your mom that I'm being like crazy," because that just wasn't the truth. But at the same time, I did not want to call my ex and provoke any more craziness. And also, she had my number blocked anyway, so I couldn't if I wanted to. So yeah, after this, I kind of just went about my life, and every day I was like on edge, thinking that they would like show up again and start problems. But as time went on, I didn't see them anymore, and slowly the thought of them faded away, and they didn't make up any more lies about me, as far as I can tell. So yeah, now I'm here telling you this story time. I don't really know what she's doing nowadays or what her crazy mom's doing, but that's the story time of how my ex-girlfriend and her mom tried to fight me and threaten me and shit. So hope you guys enjoyed this story time. Moral of the story is avoid people like that. Leave a like on this video if you guys did enjoy the story time. Feel free to leave your story times in the comments down below. And subscribe if you're new. I'll see you all later. Peace.
My pace on back. I don't wanna look back. I don't want it like that. I've been going too fast. All the girls like that. And the fake ones.